using oracle cards and then some more oracle cards to have a look at what is happening in your month, and we'll finish off with a relationship reading, of course. If you'd like a personal private reading from me, you can contact me via my website. I will put that link in the description box below. I do an amazing soulmate reading. Right, so let's have a look and see what is coming up for you guys, the theme of the month, the overall theme of the month for you in April of 2021. Your first card up, oh, okay, both cards came out at the same time, so that's cool. Okay, so you have altruism and obstacles. So your theme of the month, Gemini, for April is going to be some challenges that need to be overcome, and the way to overcome them is to forget about what you want and what you need and kind of just get in there and do it because it needs to be done. You may find that you're going to need to tap into that altruistic spirit of yours to overcome these obstacles. It's kind of like needing to sacrifice a little bit to overcome an obstacle. Okay, that seems to be the feeling. But let's have a look what the rest of the oracle cards have to say. They'll flesh out the story a little bit more for us. Okay, so let's see. Gemini. Right, first card up for you guys is Message in a Bottle, but this is a good card. So you're going to get a message, Gemini, in April. That is a nice message. It brings you good news. It will possibly make you feel a bit excited, okay? It comes via a phone call or a text message. It has something to do with that kind of communication. I think rather than a letter or an email, this is going to be either a phone call or a text message, and it's going to make you happy. It's something that will lift you. It's something that you look forward to, that will alter your life in some way like that, okay? I take a deep breath as I took this card out. So, okay, what it's going to do is you're going to take a deep breath. You're going to go, oh, thank heavens, I needed to hear that. Or, oh, thank heavens, that's just the lift I needed. Or, thank heavens, this is just what I've been waiting for. It's almost an answer to a prayer, okay? Next card up is exchanging gifts. So the universe is bringing you a gift. It's going to reward you. I'm thinking now those two oracle cards that came up first up. Possibly you have been very altruistic. You had a lot of challenges to face, and you've kind of been forgetting your own needs, and you've been stepping in there and doing what needs to be done. And because of this, the universe is going to now reward you for being altruistic, okay? It's going to bring you some kind of message, some kind of phone call or text message that is going to make you breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, look at all the butterflies in that picture. You know, I haven't seen that before. Always say, so this is a new beginning, and daisies, which make you happy, and a star, so it's a wish fulfilled. Okay, so that's very nice. So it comes through. You're going to love this message. It's going to bring about a good change for you. It's going to make you feel relaxed and happy, and it's the universe rewarding you for your due diligence of being altruistic, forgetting about yourself and stepping in there and doing what needs to be done in challenging situations, okay? Next card up, TikTok. You maybe felt like you were running out of time, or a situation was running out of time. This card says, no, it wasn't. Here it is now, okay? The time has come for it to come into your life. Even though maybe you felt like you were never going to be successful, you're never going to get that job, you're never going to get that relationship, whatever it may have been, here it arrives. The time hadn't run out. It just needed to be the right time for it, okay? Probably needed to clean up some karmic stuff beforehand. That's probably what the altruism card was about. Check what came up. Clean it up. Okay, that's no coincidence. So that's what it was about. You needed to clean out a little bit of karmic stuff before this wish of yours could be granted. And you felt like you were running out of time, but you weren't. Here it comes. This card just sort of totally underscored that. That's just like so much coincidence, isn't it? And there I see a little star again. So as it's cleaning up, this little star gets flushed out of there. And a star is wish fulfillment. So as you were sifting through this karmic stuff, getting rid of it, 11, 5, 2, 14, 13. Never noticed those numbers before yet. 8 and 6. Okay? There's numbers for you. They might mean something. Okay? Next card up, all that glitters. So what it did make you discover, I think, it made you sift through your life, realize what is important and what isn't important. This challenging time when you had to be altruistic really bared things down. Pared things down, bared them down, made you realize some things that you wanted in the past, yes, they just don't work for you. And other things that you haven't even thought of, that's what you genuinely need in your life. So that was probably the main purpose of this, Karmically doesn't always need to mean that you were punished for what you did or whatever. It can mean you just needed to kind of go through experiences to realize maybe things that you chased in the past or would have gone after, they're not going to fulfill you. They're not going to make you happy. You've now realized what does make you happy by realizing what doesn't make you happy. Okay, so it can work like that. And finally, loyal heart. So, oh, and blessed is on the top. So we'll read both of them. So finally, something that with all that paring down and bearing down, you stayed loyal to that because that you really, really enjoyed, that you loved, that was close to your heart, that's something you still want after all this. And suddenly a blessing comes in with regard to that, okay? The universe bestows a blessing on you with regard to whatever that may be. So it's something you've stayed, even if it's just in thought that you've stayed loyal to it, you have stayed loyal to it. And here comes a blessing out of the blue where that is concerned. Something very close to your heart that regardless of what was going on in your life, you still want that, okay? You still kept that dream alive in your mind, even if you weren't actively involved in that dream, but maybe you were. For some of you, you could be, but you get totally blessed in that regard in the month of April. That's very nice. Okay, so let's have a look at your relationships. Actually, that's really a nice reading. I kind of feel a weight is lifted. I can feel a weight is lifted for you guys. So, what is relationships? Those of you in relationships, those of you looking for relationships, what's coming up for you in the month of April? Ooh, divine timing. We've already seen divine timing is at work here. Okay, we saw time card, we saw blessings, we saw exchanging gifts. So it's divine timing at work in your life here, in your relationships as well. Maybe you've really been hoping for that, some really special relationship that makes you feel content and happy. And maybe you've gone through a few now that have taught you what you don't want in a relationship. Maybe you thought that would make you happy in a relationship and that would, but it didn't. So now you've kind of arrived at a point where you realize what is important in a relationship. What do you really want? So if you're in an existing relationship, the same applies, okay? And now it has the opportunity to arrive in your life because you know what it is that you really need and want. It's safe for you to love, so you can open your heart now. So if someone comes along now, it is safe for you to open your heart. If you're in an existing relationship, it is also safe to do so. More because you know what it is that you want. So that's what you will be attracting into your life now. Even in an existing relationship, you deserve love. So you've realized what is nice in a relationship is to feel like an equal, to feel like your partner is as much in it as you are, that your partner will treat you with the same kind of consideration that you would like to be treated with, okay? And you treat them equally. You've realized those are the important key concepts that you want in a relationship. And because you realize that, that's what you'll be attracting in, okay? And now is the time when that is going to be happening. And finally, heart-to-heart conversation. So you're either going to have that with an existing partner. You finally get down to the nuts and bolts and you really connect with your partner. Or somebody new comes into your life, okay? And you open up your heart to them and you realize immediately you can really sit and chat to this person. You really resonate with one another. They get you, you get them, to that kind of connection. And that is what you have been looking for. Right? Sweet, short and simple this reading. There's no fussy stuff here. Okay, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Wish you lots of hugs and blessings for the month of April. And I'll just repeat again, if you'd like a reading from me, I will put that link in the description box below. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And we'll speak again soon.